And this is the big one this week, the Kickstarter that you might have seen, the campaign for the game, I don't know, a little game called Shenmue III. It reached its goal within 12 hours, in fact less than that, and is busting through the stretch targets as we speak, with almost a month yet to run. So, are we hyped for the imminent return, or at least in 2017 return, of Shenmue?
Yes.
Yes.
In a word, yes.
Although I've never played Shenmue 2. I completed the first one, but never played the second one.
I completed the first one, but I didn't finish the second one. But I don't know why. I think my VMU broke.
I've got one of them, actually.
Sorry I'm being ignorant, but what's a VMU?
A VMU?
That's the
little memory unit.
Okay, I'm not a Dreamcast owner. I don't know. Sorry. So is it pretty memory intensive then, that game, the original Shenmue?
No, what it did was if you played through the first game, all the little collectibles and stuff that you got, everything you did, all your stats you built up, went into the second game. Yeah, one of them. Went into the second game. Yeah, and that's why you always wanted to get it on the Dreamcast and not the crappy Xbox version, which was technically better.
Crappy, but technically better. Nice.
So, anybody here have the Xbox version? Or ever played?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
What, you mean that crappy Xbox version? Ah, right, okay.
Oh, yes.
I've never played either, so sorry, not excited about it because
I've not played it, so.
But even if you didn't play the first two games, would you buy this?
I'd have a look, certainly. I'd want to go back and have a look
I
at
don't
the
think
original.
there's much point. If you hadn't played the originals, I don't think there'd be much point.
Yeah.
Really?
But in saying that, one of the first stretch goal on it, which is obviously already passed, is a little movie of the first two games. So.
Yeah.
But don't you really have to play them to get the gist of the game? You can't just watch the cutscenes because then it's just a movie.
I suppose you can, but I mean, it's just a continuation of the story. It's just like, you know.
Because people say that about Mass Effect, don't they? They say don't play the third one or the whatever because you won't be able to get what's going on because of the storyline. I'd go back and have a go at the first two, given the time. But you know, that's what it was all about, time.
Within half an hour.
Are the first two games available anywhere commercially currently, say in an eShop that you can download?
There you go.
No.
Well, no, I don't think there is, but they're totally worth picking up. I think the first one isn't too expensive considering. I think the second one's quite expensive. Or the other way around, I don't know.
Right.
Supposedly the prices are shooting up now. Now they made this announcement. People are trying to cash in on people wanting the other two. So they started to shoot up on eBay now.
God damn those people that are cashing in. I'm definitely working on a script. If you want to get a feel for it, you could always play as Shenmue in that racing game he was in. Sonic All-Star Racing he was in.
Oh yeah, I've done that already. Yeah.
Really?
Well, there you go. You don't need to anymore then.
Oh yeah, I've played. I've forgotten. I have actually played Shenmue within a Sonic game. That's right, a racing spin-off. It's the most tenuous connection ever, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
But there we go.
I always remember it was like one of the first reviews I physically remember. It was like back when reviews had good and bad points in games, and the good points were it's so realistic you get to wait at a bus station, and the bad points were it's so realistic you get to wait at a bus station.
Nice. Well, me driving the bus.
Nova bus?
One thing, yeah, the Nova bus, the Nova Shin bus. Something it did kind of. I know I don't know that much about the game, but I always thought it was a major Sega thing. This thing seems to be nothing to do with Sega at all. The Shenmue 3.
They've handed the rights over.
They have sold the rights over, have they?
As far as I know, they gave the rights over, but
right, okay.
Whether that actually happened or not.
So what was the necessity in having a Kickstarter? Couldn't they have generated the funds on their own, or?
Yeah, well, why do that when people donate money? Shut up and take my money!
It's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's one of those things. As soon as I saw that Kickstarter come up, I was just really, what the fuck are you doing? But then I realised it was Shenmue 3, and all my cares went out the window because, oh my god, Shenmue 3 is coming out.
If we're talking about money, it seemed to me that both Shenmue 3 and the next one we're probably going to talk about, a certain FF7 remake, they're both licenses to print money. Really, I mean, they're always going to, whether or not the remake's any good or not for Final Fantasy, it's going to bloody sell and it's going to make a profit. End of subject. So would Shenmue 3. So when they say announce this Kickstarter, so we're going to make a Shenmue 3, all the Shenmue fans go mental. Bang! Target soars up in the air. Done. They knew that would happen. It was pretty obvious and pretty, to be honest, I thought pretty spurious. But there we go.
This is the crazy thing. I mean, Sega is sitting on some insane gold mine here with some of their properties. I mean, do another Streets of Rage, do a proper 2D sprite version, Sonic the Hedgehog, do Shenmue 3, like an arcade version of Golden Axe. They've got so many. I mean, new version of Space Harrier. You know. It's just like, but what they'll end up doing is just like a little £10 crappy download version of like they did with Afterburner. And they need to do. They've got so many insane properties. They do what Nintendo does with their properties.
At the moment, though, they're systematically destroying the reputation of Sonic. So there you go.
Yes.
What have you played? The Angry Birds Dash Sonic, whatever the fuck it's called. Random name generator.
Oh dear. I mean,
what have we sunk to? What have we sunk to these days?
Metaphorically squashed that hedgehog. They really have.
Trying to find the actual name of it. It's ridiculous.
Is it time for another Knights game? So I remember the Wii version being not so great, but that looked really nice on like the PS4, the Xbox One.
They did a competition for it, didn't they? And that's what won. Like, what game do you want us to bring back the most? And Knights came first, and then a close second was Streets of Rage.
I'd like to see Panzer Dragoon come out on the new systems.
Well, it technically did, didn't it? That one on the
I was Crimson Dragon.
There was a horrendous flop.
Well, what system was that on?
Xbox One. It was like one of the first game for golds, I think.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Pick it up if you want to waste some money.
So I haven't wasted money on Xbox One yet.
When was the last time we had a Fantasy Zone game?
Dreamcast?
Fantasy Zone or Fantasy Star?
Fantasy Zone.
Zone,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the 3D version on the 3DS.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
Love the Shenmue series. I'm really happy that we're going to see a Shenmue 3.
Same.
Oh. Kickstarter, look at that. That's nearly hit. It's going to probably be a hit in 10 million by the time it hits 31 days.
Yeah, it smashed it.
Yeah.
First day,
it's record-breaking.
Yeah, I think we're nearly on 3 million now.
Yeah.
It's over 3 mil, I think.
Well, no, it's just over 3 mil now, I think, Yak.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact.
3.5 from what I remember, or something along those lines.
3,357,823.
I
Yeah, and a lot of it goes to.
I reckon we should sit here and see what it ends with by the end of the podcast, because it just is going up as we're sitting there. Like.
Slowed down a little bit, but then it's because everyone's jumped on it, and now it's kind of like leveling.
I'm backing it.
Oh, I've already backed it. Yeah.
It's like the Shenmue 500k movement, though. These guys are the ones that kind of behind this, you know.
Yeah.
Suzuki, the guy behind it, the reason why the name was kept alive so well is because these bunch of guys who were on Facebook didn't want to see it die and kept pushing and pushing and pushing.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
Guys like Fungo, James Rayner out there who basically did it, and I'm happy for them. But at the same level, it's met its target. It should be at the fact where and again, like the Bloodstained Memories game that the new Castlevania game, Bloodstained Symphony of the Night, that's what it's called. The fact that that's basically has over, I believe it's like 5 million to play with. Think about that for a second. A game that only needed 150k has got a 5 million budget, and then they've shipped it to Deep Silver, who are going to be publishing this title. And basically, the majority of the funds are probably going to end up going in the main developer's pocket.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's like that disposable income could have gone to the next great indie project, or it could have been gone to the next great big game that comes out. You know, there was a project.
They should cap it. Like, I mean, give them a crap ton of stretch goals, do all this sort of stuff, and just say that you cannot make, say, 5 times the amount that you've put in, because people do make that ridiculous amount, don't they? I mean, I'm backing exactly number 9, and
on the game itself with sales, he's probably going to make like quadruple the amount. If that game doesn't hit like 50 million, or even, and this is me being adventurous here, if it doesn't hit 1 billion in terms of sales, because of the fan base, I really, really, wonder what's up on that, because it's.
Well, yeah, but you got to think like a lot of the fan base already own it thanks to the Kickstarter.
Doesn't. I know people who are going to buy it twice because they want a physical copy.
I'm doing that with Shenmue. I'm doing that with Shenmue. I've got it coming on PC, the physical copy on the PC, but I will want it when it goes to any console.
Yeah, and it's
Xbox, totally.
No, it's Sony PlayStation only.
Because it says a Kickstarter have said that it's only going to be on PS4, but apparently it's not been ruled out on any other platform.
It hasn't even said that. It says like they've not thought of anything else. The Shenmue III Kickstarter will only be offering the digital download version for the PlayStation Network. Oh no, that's physical. Sorry.
There's a reason.
Currently, we are planning development only for PC, Windows, and PS4. Other platforms have not been decided yet.
But do you know why? It's because of Sony. Sony are co-funding it. And Sega apparently have done a licensing deal where they've given it to basically the main guy behind it, Ryu Suzuki, and he's gonna he's got the licensing for this game. We don't know the details behind it, which is it worries me a little bit because we don't know if he has the rights. We're going by his word. I'm not saying he's a liar, but it's for me. As soon as they announced it, I was like,
for that massive thing, we haven't given you the rights.
It's like, Sega could easily one day, just after he gets fully funded, go, yeah, we didn't give him the rights. And just like...
PlayStation could be complete arseholes. They could be like, wow, this has got fucking big. We want to put Shenmue in something else.
Yeah, we want to increase the royalty rate. So instead of paying us, say, like, the 1 million or 2 million in royalties that we want, we're going to make sure you pay 10. It's stuff like that. And he'll be sitting there twitching his thumbs going, oh, what am I going to do? So I am kind of scared about that. That's kind of one of those big risks.
The one thing on the subject of Shenmue, I don't understand, right? Because it's been 14 years, right? Obviously, graphics have we've 2 generations since the Dreamcast.
Maybe even 3.
It's like, for the time, Shenmue looked the best it could ever look, and it still looks brilliant.
Stunning,
superb.
At the time, that's the best graphics could be. So, what should this next game be like? Should it look like those, or should it continue doing what those did and be looking like something like a Yuzuko game or something?
In terms of graphics, in terms of story, in terms of structure, it needs to evolve, and it needs to round up the story that was said in the previous game, and that's kind of where. That's kind of the goals that they need to rely on. As a storyteller myself, as someone like yourself who's into these stories, you've got to sit there and think, right, okay, where did we leave off? This is what we've got to do. They've got to look at other risks like making it more expansive, because at the time it was the most expansive game out there, in terms of open world. Now they've got to make it even more expansive. They've got to look at basically the characters. They've got to look at the voice cast and making sure that the game meets every single standard so that gamers of today can experience that same nostalgia but also have something else that they can kind of bounce off of. They can't, if they try and do a substandard game, especially for the amount people are donating, it's going to be a huge splashback on them. And I don't care how well people will turn on you